Hello, we've got the new moon in Scorpio energy around us. So I wanted to go ahead and do a reading for that. So Scorpio energy is all about transformation. It's all about going deep within, not being afraid to explore the unknown and dig around in the dark, basically, get in the shadows, and kind of empower yourself through those shadows. And it's that Phoenix energy, the death and rebirth. And so it's just a very potent new moon for deep soul manifestations. We just have the world that's flipped around for us there. So yeah, it's kind of makes sense that it'd be happening around right now, because it's like, what are we closing out? What's the world is actually even has a lot of fixed energy on it. So, and Scorpio is one of those energies. But anyway, it's about like completion and a culmination, a closing of a story, and a start of a new one. So we're very much in like the world. It's not just the death energy, but it's also the world energy mixed with like a hint of that full energy. Because it's this death is giving us a rebirth, a moment to realign with what it is that our soul really wants for us. So, all right, let's get going. What is the soul desire currently of the collective? What is the soul desire wishing to come through? What is the soul desire, spirit? The sun. So that's personal authenticity. It's personal power. It's the willingness to step into exactly who you are without, there was 222 on the clock, on the timer, sorry. But it's all of that inner child energy. It's Leo energy, right? So it's the life force. And yeah, like your desire is to live into this full space of self where you are just so joyful and happy to be seen, and like just this bright light, because you know that that's what you are. You know that you are light. You know that you are meant to shine, and that's the desire. All right, so what is needing to be released for this to come through, spirit? What needs to be released in order for this to come through? 6 of coins. Interesting. So for me, this is telling me like you need to put more energy into yourself, because especially in this card, usually it's a card of like generosity, of give and take, of reciprocity and things like that. And I do see that here, but because of these, like all these skulls and like this like bright blue, I feel like this person is giving their energy to like things that are dead, essentially, like things that aren't going to bring anything to fruition anymore. They're draining. They're just things that are meant to be let go of. And so the block here is that there's something that you may still be giving your energy to or directing your energy towards that needs to be released, that you are giving too much of you and not receiving enough in return for that. All right, so what is going to help magnetize this manifestation for you? What is going to help magnetize this manifestation for you? The Chariot. That's been showing up a lot in a lot of my own like own personal readings. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's it's knowing that you have done the work. It's knowing that you have taken the time to, because the Chariot, okay, if you think about this card in relation to the rest of the major arcana, like the preceding major arcana cards, you've got the Fool, which is starting that journey. The Fool comes across the Magician to show us that we have everything within ourselves. We have all the tools that we need to go on this journey. Then the High Priestess comes along and is holding is our intuition, shows us our intuition, and that we have all of not only do we have all the tools, we have all the answers within. Then we've got the Empress energy, that energy of like the mother, and maybe it's not outside of us, but like within us, right? Of just taking care of us, taking care of our body, taking care of our needs and things like that, nourishing what needs to be created, focusing on what needs to be created, right? Then you've got the Emperor that brings in the structure, the stability, the discipline, the control, and not the control to, out of controlling sake, but just to keep things in order, right? Followed by the Hierophant, which is the wisdom, the teacher, and so in this moment you learn these lessons and you learn how to integrate your lessons. And then you come to the Lovers, which a lot of people don't necessarily know. The Lovers is actually was originally called the Choice in the original tarot deck. Did I say original? Anyway, the original tarot deck. And so what I feel is, now that we've gotten there, you've made the choice to choose yourself. And now this is telling you what's going to magnetize your manifestation towards this Sun energy is going towards exactly what calls to you. Following that intuition, following the choices that you've made, following your own truth, your own personal truth. And because after the Chariot comes the inner strength. And so, which is very much all about or necessary for that transformation, because it's the inner strength that helps us release what doesn't serve us. It helps us step out of the circumstances that are no longer serving us, or the cycles that aren't serving us, because we become more courageous with that strength, that inner strength. We become more courageous. And so we don't have to stay where we know just for comfort's sake. We can move towards a new space. Maybe, yes, a little bit scared, but we're going anyway because we've got the courage to do so. So hopefully that all made sense. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? We've got the Four of Coins. So yeah, I feel like the Four of Coins is like holding... Oh, okay, yeah. The Four of Coins is telling me that you've built your stable foundation. Like you've been working on building that foundation so that you can move forward towards your dreams and in a really stable, secure, lasting way. And now it's time to move forward. Like you've built it. So go and get it.